Hello and welcome to English Every Day, the podcast. I'm your host, Mary.
And I'm Luke. Thanks for joining us.
Today, we have a really practical episode for you. We are going to talk about very common questions you will hear in everyday life in an English-speaking country.
That's right. These are the questions you'll hear at the grocery store, at a cafe, or when you meet new people. Knowing how to answer them can make you feel much more confident.
That's our goal today, to demystify these common questions and give you the tools to answer with ease and confidence. We want to help you move beyond just surviving in English to truly thriving in your daily interactions. We'll keep the answers simple and natural. So let's start with the most common question of all. Luke, you want to start us off?
Absolutely. The number one question is, how are you?
You hear this everywhere, and the important thing to know is that usually the person asking doesn't want a long, detailed answer about your life.
Right, it's more of a greeting, so a simple answer is best. You can say, I'm good, thanks, how are you? Or, I'm fine, how about you?
Doing well, thank you, is another good one. It's polite to always ask the question back to them.
Okay, what about a more casual version like, how's it going? Or, what's up?
Great question. For how's it going, you can say, it's going well, thanks, or just good, you?
And for what's up, the answer is usually not much, you, or nothing much. It's very informal.
And it's important to remember the context. What's up is very casual. You'd use it with friends, but probably not in a job interview.
That's a crucial point, Mary. The tone of your voice is just as important as the words you use. A warm, friendly tone makes a huge difference, even if your grammar isn't perfect.
Okay, so after greetings, a very common question when you're meeting someone is, where are you from?
This one is straightforward. You just answer with your country or city. I'm from Brazil, or I'm from Tokyo.
Right, and after that, they will probably ask, what do you do, or what do you do for work?
Yeah, they're asking about your job, so you can say, I'm a teacher, or I work in a restaurant. If you are a student, you can say, I'm a student.
Simple. Another basic question is, what's your name?
You can say, my name is Luke, or just, I'm Luke. And it's friendly to say, nice to meet you after you share names.
Sometimes, if your name is difficult to pronounce for an English speaker, they might ask, how do you spell that?
Right, so you just say the letters. For my name, I would say L-U-K-E. It's a good idea to practice spelling your name in English.
Definitely. Okay, let's move to a different situation. Imagine you walk into a store.
Okay.
An employee will almost always greet you and ask, can I help you? Or are you finding everything okay?
If you are just looking, a very polite answer is, I'm just browsing, thanks. Or, I'm just looking.
And if you do need help, you can say, yes, please, I'm looking for, and then say what you need. For example, I'm looking for rice.
That's a useful phrase. Okay, so you find your items and you go to pay. The cashier is going to ask you some questions.
Yes, first, they might ask, did you find everything you were looking for? You can just say, yes, thank you.
Then, especially at a grocery store, they'll ask, do you need a bag?
You can say, yes, please, or no, thank you, I have my own.
After they scan your items, they'll tell you the total price. Then comes the big one, cash or card.
Right, you just say how you want to pay. Card, please, or cash. Very simple.
And the last question at the checkout is usually, would you like a receipt?
Yes, please, or no thanks. Easy enough. Sometimes they might ask if you want the receipt in the bag. You can just nod or say, yes, please.
Okay, let's switch to another commonplace. Coffee shop or a fast food restaurant.
Good one. When you get to the counter, they'll say something like, what can I get for you? Or, are you ready to order?
You can answer with, can I have a, or I'd like a. So, I'd like a medium coffee, please.
After you order, they will almost always ask for here or to go.
This means, are you going to eat inside the restaurant or take it with you? So you just say, for here, please, or to go, thanks.
And they will usually ask for your name to call out when your order is ready. Can I get a name for the order?
Right. Just give your first name, that's all they need. Luke.
Perfect. Now what about a sit-down restaurant? It's a bit different. When you walk in, the host might ask, do you have a reservation?
If you do, you say, yes, it's under the name Luke. If you don't, you can say, no, we don't. Then they might ask the next question.
Which is, how many people in your party, or just how many?
You just say the number. A table for 2, please, or just 2.
Once you're at your table, the server will come over. They might start by asking, can I get you started with something to drink?
You can order drinks then, or you can say, just water for now, please.
Right. When they come back, they'll ask, are you ready to order? If you are, you can tell them what you want. If you are not ready, it is perfectly okay to say, we need another minute, please.
That's a great tip. And if you don't know what to order, you can ask, what do you recommend?
Yes, servers usually give great suggestions. During your meal, a good server will come back and ask, how is everything? Or is everything tasting okay?
Assuming it's good, you can say, it's delicious, thank you, or everything is great.
And at the end of the meal, to get the bill, you can say to your server, excuse me, can we have the bill, please?
Perfect. These are so useful.
They really are. And we're about halfway through our list, which is a great time to quickly say to our listeners, if you are finding this episode helpful, please take a moment to like, share, and subscribe.
Yes, and follow the channel. It really helps us create more content for you. Thanks for listening.
Okay, let's get back to it. Luke, let's talk about more social questions, the kind of questions people ask to make conversation.
Sounds good. For example, on a Monday, a coworker might ask you, how was your weekend?
Yes, you don't need to give your whole life story. A simple answer is fine. It was good, thanks. I relaxed at home. How was yours?
Right. Or on a Friday, they might ask, do you have any plans for the weekend? Or what are you doing this weekend?
You can share a little bit. I'm going to see a movie with a friend. Or if you have no plans, I don't have any plans yet, just relaxing.
Good answers. People also like to ask about your interests. A very common question is, what are your hobbies? Or what do you like to do for fun?
This is a great chance to share a little about yourself. I like reading and hiking, or I enjoy cooking.
Exactly. Or they might ask about specific things, like, what kind of music do you listen to?
You can just name a genre. I like pop music, or I listen to a lot of rock.
What about this one? Have you seen any good movies lately?
If you have, you can say, yes, I just saw, and name the movie. If not, no, I haven't had much time for movies recently. Have you?
Asking the question back is always a good way to keep the conversation going.
It is. Another one is about family. People might ask, do you have any siblings?
You can say, yes, I have one brother, or yes, I have 2 sisters. If you don't have any, you can say, no, I'm an only child.
Let's talk about questions for asking for help or information. This is very important.
Definitely. To get someone's attention politely, you start with, excuse me.
Yes, then you can ask your question. For example, excuse me, what time is it?
And they will tell you the time. Or maybe you're lost. Excuse me, can you help me? How do I get to the train station?
Another very useful one in a public place is, excuse me, where's the washroom? Or where's the restroom?
Sometimes you might not understand what someone said. You can ask, could you repeat that, please? Or could you say that again?
People are very happy to repeat themselves. Don't be afraid to ask. You can also ask them to speak slower. Could you please speak more slowly?
That's a really good one. What if you don't know a word? You can ask, what does that word mean?
Exactly. These questions show you are trying to learn, and people will want to help you.
Okay, one last category. Let's talk about a doctor's office or a clinic.
This is very important. When you see the doctor or nurse, they might start with, what brings you in today?
This is their way of asking, what is your health problem? You should describe your symptom. I have a headache, or I have a sore throat.
They will also ask, do you have any allergies?
It is very important to answer this honestly. Yes, I'm allergic to penicillin, or no, I don't have any allergies.
Another key question is, are you taking any medication?
Again, be honest. Yes, I take medicine for my blood pressure, or no, I am not.
And if you are in pain, they might ask, on a scale of 1 to 10, how bad is the pain?
10 is the worst pain, 1 is very little pain. So you just give a number. It's about a 7.
Wow, we have covered so many questions. I hope this is helpful for our listeners.
I think it will be. The main thing is not to be scared. Most people are patient and will be happy to help you if you don't understand.
That is so true. The key is just to practice. Don't worry about making mistakes. Every conversation is an opportunity to learn.
Exactly. So we talked about greetings, questions in stores and restaurants, getting to know people, asking for help, and questions at the doctor's office. A lot of ground covered today.
We did, and we hope this makes your daily conversations a little easier. If there are other situations or questions you want us to talk about, please let us know.
That's a great idea. You can leave your topic suggestions for us in the comments section. We love hearing from you.
Well, that's all the time we have for today's episode of English Every Day. Thanks so much for tuning in. I'm Mary.
And I'm Luke. Goodbye for now and keep practicing.